So you might be wondering, what all is there to do during the fall season here in Boise, Idaho? Well, today I'm going to walk you through a video explaining just that. We're going to go through all of the local events that happen here in Boise and the surrounding areas. We're going to talk about the football games. We're going to talk about the spooky things to do for Halloween. We're going to talk about the Farmsteads, the harvest festivals, some of the brewery festivals, everything like that. We're going to get into it. So if this is something that's of interest to you and what you and your family could do during the fall season, go ahead and stay tuned, and let's go ahead and get into it right now. One of the great things about living up here in Boise, Idaho is we do get all 4 seasons. We get them for more than just a couple of weeks here and there. We get a very distinct spring, summer, fall, and winter. But out of all of those, my absolute favorite is the fall or the autumn, whichever one that you want to call it. Falls up here in the area start in mid to late September, depending on the year, and then they typically will kind of go until we start to see the temperatures drop pretty dramatically into those around freezing, the 40-degree weathers, and we start to get some snow. That's typically where I kind of classify it as, okay, we've left fall, we're moving into actual winter. That'll happen sometimes early December, but a lot of times it's a little bit closer to Christmas when we see that transition happen. Fall in the Boise area is extremely exciting because you get the colors, you get the temperature changes, but what we're gonna talk about today is Boise kind of comes alive. There's a lot of things for you to go out and do. Our city is really set up to take advantage of this season. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff for you to go out and do. You can take your dog, you can take your family. Pretty much everybody can find something that will match what they're looking for during the fall season. To get things started, we're just gonna talk about that weather. We're gonna talk about everything that you can do to actually get out and enjoy that great weather that we have. We just got out of our summers. Typically August here is gonna be our warmest month. So we typically see summer kind of temperatures start to creep up. We get into that triple digits and a little bit hotter for about 3 weeks typically. That'll happen sometime in July, August, and that's kind of the signal right before fall. We always get this little sharp decline into the 60, 70-degree weather, and before you know it, it is fall. Because of this, a lot of us feel a little bit cooped up and we're tired of sweating every single time we go outside. So the fall allows us to get out and actually enjoy the outdoors. It allows us to get out and enjoy the patios, the parks, everything that we've been craving to do for the past couple of months. This is the time of year that my wife and I will go out to brunch a lot on the weekends. We'll go down to downtown to Bitter Creek, Red Feather, a few of the places down on 8th Street in downtown Boise. We'll sit outside, enjoy some brunch. We hit up a lot more of the patio breweries, etc. Really just to do anything that we can to take advantage of that weather and really enjoy being outside as we're kind of living our life. This is also a great time to get out and enjoy some of those fantastic parks that Boise has to offer. You can go out, have a picnic, you can spend a day out there playing some games with your kids. There are a ton of great parks here in the area. Ann Morrison down by the river. You've got Julia Davis down there by the university. You can also head out to Camel's Back. There's Quinn's Pond down by the river. There are so many parks here in the area that it really won't be hard for you to find one to go out and enjoy. And this is also a great time of year to get out and try and catch a great sunset. Head up to Camel's Back Park, go to Simplot Hill, maybe hike up Table Rock. There's going to be some great options for you to get a nice sunset, enjoy the weather again before it gets too cold. But also now that it's the fall, our sun's starting to set just a little bit earlier than the 9-10 p.m. that we get in the summer. Another thing that happens during this season that really allows you to go out and actually enjoy the outdoors and just enjoy our city, our First Thursdays happen downtown every single fall. Basically, it's where businesses and vendors all around downtown put on small events with discounts. They might have some live music. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Getting downtown on that first Thursday of every month is a great way to kind of walk around, grab some dinner, check out some of the local spots, and really just acquaint yourself with that city that you can really grow to love. Hopping into the next thing that makes fall so great here in Boise is Boise State football games. Something that I want to point out is whether you're a Boise State fan or not, if you're living here in the area or you just happen to be here on game day, you're going to find yourself kind of in the middle of it. People really do bleed their blue and orange here, so the loyalty to the university and the football team really does shine through. The blue turf, our actual field that we're kind of known for, it was just rated as the #1 sports attraction in the entire country, so it's a really cool experience to go out and see. But even if you don't have tickets to the game or you're not actually looking to go find somewhere to watch it on TV or anything like that, it's also a great experience just to go down by the university during game day, because you can go down and really just tailgate with everyone as if you're a local. People absolutely love having people to their tailgates. It's a very welcoming atmosphere. Grab a drink, meet some friends, grab some food, really just kind of bask in that game day atmosphere that makes it pretty special Saturday. Another great thing to do on the weekends, especially if you're looking for something to do with your kids or you want to go out with a couple of family friends, anything like that, is you can head out to a few of the farmsteads around town. There are quite a few of them kind of in the outskirts all around Boise and the surrounding areas out towards Kuna, Middleton. They are all over the place. A very quick Google search and you'll be able to find a few of them. But these will provide places for you to go out and pick pumpkins from an actual local place. You'll be able to go find some apple orchards to go and pick local apples, enjoy some cider. You can also go out and find the corn maze. You can go to the carnival for the kids, get them on a wagon ride, a hay ride. And of course, every single weekend and such during the fall, they really make it an event. This is the time of year for them to really celebrate their farmsteads. There's going to be live music. Some of them will do food trucks. Something definitely worth checking out. It's something that we check out at least a couple of times every single fall. And it allows you to get your pumpkins that you're gonna need for any decorating and such. Now, if you're more into the spooky activities during the fall season rather than that harvest side, there are gonna be some great options for you as well here in the area. Every single year, we're seeing more and more kind of like haunted houses, different events and such pop up as we continue to grow, and people are getting really creative because people do love Halloween up here. But there's a few that I want to highlight. One out kind of between Nampa and Meridian is a massive, absolutely massive outdoor haunted house kind of setup called Haunted World. You can spend about 2 hours walking through this. It's very well done. Now, if you're more into the ghost stories or some of those history buffs out there, you really just want to learn about the area that you're at, our Old Idaho State Penitentiary down in downtown Boise also does some things during the Halloween season. Our penitentiary has a whole history with it. I encourage you to go ahead and Google it if you're into this kind of stuff. But they've had riots in the past. They had over 130 deaths, all sorts of things that really lend to the ghost stories and the history telling that they do during the Halloween season. So if you want to get a little bit more of that historical, ghost, paranormal stuff going, you can go down and actually check out their Halloween tour that walks you through the history of that penitentiary. And then if you want to do something with maybe younger kiddos, they don't really want to go out and get extremely scared, but they love dressing up and they just like the Halloween atmosphere. The Boise Zoo does a couple of really cool events throughout October and into the Halloween season where you can actually bring your kids out. They decorate the entire zoo, have the face painting, they have all the kids' activities. It's something that's really cool to check out and take some of the younger kiddos to. Now, for the older crowd out there, those of you that enjoy a good beer or you enjoy some good wine, October and into the fall really as a whole is going to be a great time of year for some great Oktoberfest festivals, some other beer and wine festivals around town. As far as Oktoberfest goes, you're going to have a few options throughout September and October here. You're going to have the Old Boise kind of Oktoberfest that typically happens in September. You're going to have downtown Boise Oktoberfest run typically by, there's a German bar here, Prost. They'll kind of take over 8th Street downtown. This one will happen in October itself. You're gonna have another Oktoberfest in Eagle. You're gonna have some in the surrounding towns. But then you're also gonna have some actual brewery-centered kind of Oktoberfest festivals. And then as always, down kind of in Garden City or at some of the wineries kind of around town, there are a ton of wine events, wine festivals that happen during the fall. It's just a really cool time to get out and enjoy. Again, it's something to get out and be social. People love being outdoors. They love kind of congregating. So it gives you another kind of atmosphere to go out into. And then to wrap up, I just want to talk about how you can actually get out and see the colors. We have so many trees here in the Boise area, actually in town. But of course, as you get out into the Sawtooth, you get out into Boise National Forest, there are all sorts of different trees that change colors as the season goes. And nothing is better than going for a mountain drive, seeing everything change from that green lush all the way to the different yellow, red, oranges that come with fall and autumn. Really just makes everything stand out. There are a few really great places to go for this. If you just kind of drive out of town, head up Highway 55, you can head towards Garden Valley, McCall, anywhere along there, you'll see everything is just full of trees that'll allow you to really see those colors. And you can always head out on the other side of town towards Idaho City and you'll get some of that same effect. But if you don't want to leave town and you still want to kind of appreciate this and see everything, that is where going on some of the hikes that give you that overlook of the Boise area, you can get some really killer views because we have so many trees in the actual town of Boise and Meridian that if you're overlooking it, you kind of get that same change of the colors seen and that awe-inspiring kind of effect that you hope to get when you're looking at nature like that. So it's something that I always recommend checking out, the military reserve just outside of downtown Boise. If you walk up that, you get a great look at the entire cityscape. These are just a few specific reasons on why I absolutely love fall here in the Boise, Idaho area. Of course, there are going to be things that I miss, so if there's something that you absolutely love, feel free, drop a comment down below. I would love to add it to my own personal list and share it out there with everybody else so that people can really enjoy where they live and see the best that Boise has to offer. And just as a reminder, I am a licensed agent up here in the area, so if there is anything that I can do to help, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 9 months, whatever it is, I have people reaching out to me just like you all the time thinking about making their move here to the Boise, Idaho area. So I would love to find a way to help. So my info is all down in the description in the comment. Feel free, shoot me a call, text, email, even schedule a Zoom. I would love to find a way to help you. But until then, I hope that this was enjoyed. I hope that you enjoy fall, and I will see you all on the next one.